free.
Okay, I'll put all of those connections in the show notes. So you can either look in the show notes, look on the website. I'll have them in multiple places so it's easy for people to connect with you. I want to talk about Eye of the Heart in a moment, but before we do that, is there anything that from our conversation today we didn't get to touch on or that you want to kind of talk about before we go?
I don't think so. I want to leave everybody with the sense that you can do it if you want to do it.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to look like anybody else's. Your success looks different. Your running looks different. And I hope that you will begin to call yourself a runner.
Yeah.
Because we are runners.
Absolutely. And now I want to transition really quickly. First of all, I want to thank Stephanie. I want to thank you so much for sharing your very personal story. And Stephanie is one of the people that, by talking about her OCD, has made me more comfortable with talking about my mental health challenges. The more we do that, I think the better the world is. I mean, that sounds so hokey, but it's really true.
I know, isn't it annoying?
It sounds like, the better the world is true. Yeah, but it really is true. And then what I want to do is I just want to talk a little bit, not as much as there used to be, but there's still a little bit of a perception of when you have some kind of challenge like that, that can only be successful to a certain extent.
Okay.
And I just want to blow that out of the water because I hired Stephanie and Eye of the Heart because they do such an amazing job and they are so diligent in helping local businesses, nonprofits, and the community. What you have done in a short period of time with Eye of the Heart is, I'm going to get verklempt. I'm going to get a little teary-eyed, but it really is amazing what you've done and the whole philosophy behind Eye of the Heart. So can you tell us a little bit more about Eye of the Heart, about the parent company, and then about some of the other businesses that are involved?
Sure. So I own Eye of the Heart with my wonderful business partner, Stephanie Sanchez, and it was actually his brainchild. He wanted to make a difference in the world and bring back that sense of community that a lot of people feel that we've lost in this day and age. So it was something that once I was introduced to, I knew that was my path as well. So we now work with wonderful businesses like Lake Anne Brew House, like Meg Donnelly, and we try to get businesses connected with nonprofits, connected with volunteerism, connected with events in the community, so that we can all just go out there and enjoy this wonderful place that we live in. So you'll find us at events with our company. We also work with other nonprofits like Art Space to do Chocolate Town and Art Crawl, and then Stefan and I, as our side of the business, we like to think of the events as what EOTH does on his own.
Yep.
What we do is we help other businesses with organizing. Stefan is a personal trainer. We do social media. We do marketing. And so we're just we'd like to plug in where we can.
Yeah. Well, and I think it's more than plugging in. I think you guys really have taken 5 or 6 different avenues that you are really successful in and then shared that experience and turned that into business model for other people to be successful. So you may have been noticing lately that I've been posting more on social media and posting better content on social media, and that is a direct result of my conversations and me bringing EOTH on board to handle that.
Oh, thank you.
It's been really a great partnership. I will also obviously probably later, because I'm not willing to open my doors to that yet. But Stephanie is an amazing organizer. And I love her philosophy in terms of organizing, because you're not of the, bless this item, and, you're not of that realm, which that's fine, that works for certain people.
Right.
But you're much more of a realist in terms of making things very accessible and easy from an organizational standpoint. So we'll be working together certainly later rather than sooner. But
okay,
eventually.
Professional organizing is like running.
Yeah.
Some things you do really well one day, some things you don't.
Yeah, exactly.
Just take your time. We all get to the end at a different time.
Yeah, and it all goes back to that same model.
Yep.
So I just want to say thank you so much.
Well, thank you. This was super fun.
It was amazing. And again, everyone, you've been hearing some background noise today because we are recording live from Lake Anne Brew House. I'm going to go ahead and wrap up unless you have anything else you'd like to mention.
I just thank you. It's been really fun, and it's always an honor to be a part of your projects. I love the take that you have on the health industry. I just really love it.
Yeah, it's not for everyone. I'm not one of those, like, you know, I'm not one of those I'm a healer people. So it's not everyone's cup of tea, but I'm glad it's yours.
Yep.
Definitely let me know if you like this type of interview in this type of atmosphere, and I'll be happy to do some more. Or if you're not so crazy about it, let me know that, and we'll go back to the original format.
So again, I will have all the links that were mentioned in the show notes, along with the best ways to connect with Stephanie and with Eye of the Heart. I want to thank also all of you, the Nova Weekend Warriors listeners, and I also want to thank the Lake Anne Brew House, which is on Lake Anne Plaza in Reston, Virginia, for allowing me to record today. You can find, rate, and subscribe to Nova Weekend Warriors on Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, most places you find your podcast, and at massagetherapybymeg.com/podcast. Or now you can also go to novaweekendwarriors.com/podcast. Quick thank you to all of my sponsors for making that possible. Catch Nova Weekend Warriors each Wednesday around 8 p.m. or earlier, featuring 15 to 20-minute conversations with the people like Stephanie that make Northern Virginia run, cycle, climb, lift, and swim. Until my next episode, have a great week, have fun with your fitness goals, and enjoy each new challenge you set for yourself or that comes your way. Bye!
Bye!